Hola mi gente, welcome to my channel Mika Creates. I'm Mika, thanks for hanging out with us today. Today we have leftovers for you. Got it. She got it this time. Yes, we've been practicing this for a little while. Anyway, today we're going to make taquitos. So we're doing the leftovers of the pernil that I made the other day, which is Puerto Rican roast. And I have a guest today, my comadre,
Anna. Hi everybody. So excited.
So it's so funny because every time we see each other, she's like, I have a mukbang for you. So that's what she wanted to keep saying over and over and over again.
And I keep forgetting it's leftovers.
Yeah, so okay. We're doing leftovers today, so that was the whole punchline, you know. Anyway, so this is the pernil in the bag, and then we're going to do taquitos. So they're like tacos, but they're fried, and so we're going to show you how to do that. So here are the ingredients. Why don't you tell them what we have? This is the pernil.
So this is pernil, and then we made some homemade guacamole.
She did.
And I made some salsa, some homemade salsa.
Yes.
And some cilantro for our Latinos. And then we have some queso fresco here. Some lettuce and what else are onions.
Aceite.
We're gonna use this oil here to fry our tacos.
That's just vegetable oil in a nice little thing.
And we're doing some guacamole salsa.
So, just to be sure, you know that these onions are diced little onions, and then the cilantro, we chopped it up, and look at how thinly sliced this lechuga is, which is lettuce. And then she made some rice, so we're going to heat it up with that. So we're going to use the microwave today. We're going to show you like real life stuff. So here we go. Okay, so we are back, and this is a comal, so we use this to heat up tortillas. And do you ever make like quesadillas on here?
Oh yes, yeah. All the time.
So she's going to heat up the tortillas because we have to heat up the tortillas. They're not going to be crispy, they're going to be soft, because then I'm going to roll them. So while she's doing that, here's the pork. I'm going to take it out. You're going to see that I don't want to take out a huge chunk. Well, let's just take out a huge chunk. This is a huge chunk of pork, right? So I'm going to take a huge chunk out of it. And I'm just going to shred the rest of it. So, you see that? If this was hot, it would fall apart, but it's cold.
This thing's getting hotter.
Oh yeah, it's quick. I love that little oven. I love that oven because it works if you work it. Just kidding. So for those of you who do know or don't know, I always talk about Miss Anna, and she's my comadre, which means that her daughter is my goddaughter. Shout out to Emmy. Emmy's in the house.
Hi, baby.
And she's a little shy today, but she promised that she was going to do a mukbang with me soon, which I'm happy about. So why don't you tell them what that is?
So this here is a tortillero, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And we put the tortillas here after they're warm to keep them nice and warm. And we also use a clean cloth to put the tortillas in, close it off, and then it keeps them nice and warm. And the cloth helps it from not getting the moist. It takes the moist out of the tortillas.
Yes. And then all I'm doing is just pulling it apart to shred it. That's it. So this is a good start right here. And I've got some paper towels because we're kind of doing this like a live thing. So let me switch. If you can just put it right here. Okay, so obviously the tortilla is really hot. I'm kind of used to it. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to roll these little bad boys. Typically, if we were doing it on the stove, mi gente, then we would have another fryer here, and we'd have oil, a pan with oil, and then we'd be rolling it and then frying it. But we're trying to accommodate to show you how to do it. Wow, I'm really having some hard time speaking today. So, this is the amount that you want to put in. Capiche? You want to make sure that it's all the way in, and pull it to the corner and roll. Just roll it. Just roll it. See, now that it's soft, it's going to fry. And it's bendable. I don't ever use, some people use Toothpicks? I don't ever use toothpicks. I just put it in like this. But because we're not frying, I probably should. But I'm not going to because it's extra work. You can give me 2 of those. Thank you. Okay. Here we go again.
We'll put this little bad boy in here while she's rolling those up.
Yes. Emmy, do you want some taquitos?
Yes, please.
How many?
2.
2. So those are Emmy's too. Babe, do you want some taquitos?
Yes, I want mine fried though.
Yeah, they are fried. So do you want 1, 2, 5,
Um,
10, 15,
3.
20, 25, 30?
What's 3?
3. So that's Matt's 3.
Ha.
There's 3. And if I can have another tortilla.
Yes, of course.
Actually, both of those perfect. Thank you.
Here. Well, these are getting nice and hot.
So let's do it again. Forgetting about this amount of pork. You can use chicken, turkey, right? Your
Yes.
turkey leftovers.
Yes, that's
Perfect.
perfect.
But you want to roll it tight. You want to roll it tight.
My mom used to just make them with ground beef.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes, came out so good.
How did she keep the meat inside from like...
She
Didn't
would
go
use
out.
the toothpicks to keep it nice and snug in there.
Got it. That makes sense.
And she would saute it with onions, tomato, and then chop up really fine potatoes.
Ooh.
And then saute all that in there while the meat cooked, and then roll them up after.
See, that's what I'm talking
It's really
about.
good.
We have some more tortillas.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So see, this is going to be so good, mi gente. And so again, this is leftovers, right? If you have turkey leftovers, if you have chicken leftovers,
It is a complete
super
other meal. Yes.
easy, but it's a totally different meal. And you always want to have it with guacamole for sure.
And sour cream.
And sour cream. And then whatever else you want. If you eat salsa,
Y una salsita.
una salsita rica.
Sí.
What did you tell me what you just said?
So I made some homemade salsa today, and they
It's
are
delicious.
delicious with these taquitos that we're going to be making today. And I love to pair it with sour cream, un quesito fresco, some fresh cheese, Mexican cheese, and just putting them all together with the taquitos, it's incredible. They taste so good.
And love.
Yes, with lots of love.
You don't have any love, you don't have good food.
That's one
Hashtag
thing I've
truth.
always, my mom did teach us, is just always cook with love. No matter what we made, and the food would just taste even, 10 times better.
Yep, I agree. My mom, the same thing. My mom used to feed the neighborhood kids, especially the ones like the parents were absent or whatever, so my house was always full. Okay, and I think this is probably enough.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So you want to switch that and put
Yes.
the frying pan on there so we can get these frying? Frying!
Okay.
That's what we're gonna do.
Do we have something to hold this? It's pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here. Grab it with this.
And this is the last one. So,
Okay, I'll be right back.
there we go. See that? I'm gonna put that one in there. This one's gonna be a chunky little monkey. Yes! Oh, this one's gonna be good. You see that? So you wanna make sure, you see how the meat came out on the side? You wanna push that in because it'll make the oil pop.
One, 2 more.
Okay, 2 more. I don't know who's gonna eat all these because I did a mukbang a little earlier. And I think I'm just gonna do a taste test. You
Yes.
wanna turn that on? And then put the oil in there. So you're gonna fry these. You're not gonna deep fry these, you're gonna pan fry these. If you deep fry them, what will happen is the oil will get into the meat because remember they're just rolled. So the oil, the sides of the sides are exposed. So it has to be pan fried. No, right here. Turn it off and then turn all the way, click it, all the way. There you go. Now it's on. Right?
Nope.
Okay,
Did
turn it
I
on.
unlock it?
Oh
This
yeah,
is-
that's why it's not working. There we go. Okay, so you have to lock it. It has to be locked. Okay. Now. Yep, that's it.
There we go.
Perfect. Okay. And then, so I hope that made sense. We've got some taquitos going here. These are going to be so good, mi gente. I hope you try this at home. And then when you do, make sure that you comment. We like comments. And I respond to the comments. There we are. Oh, you can open that. We'll probably be here for a while.
Yeah, I was wondering why this was not working. I'm like, there must be a method to this. There it is.
There it is. So I bought that, and I love the bottle because I like using my oil and putting it in bottles. But that little tapita, the little top, isn't very effective. So here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so here are the taquitos. You see that? And if you want to use toothpicks, perfect, you can. Me, I don't want to. Okay? So we're going to let this heat up, and then we'll be right back. Right back. Okay, mi gente, so this is the cooking portion of the video. Okay. Whoops, let me re-roll this one because it's weak. And it needs to be strong. Has to be tight. Okay? Be careful with your fingers. I'm going to hold it here for just a second. And then here's another one. You want to put one in?
Oh, this one's falling. Whoa.
All right. Here's another one. It happens. The meat gets exposed to the oil, and that's what happens. See, there's a little piece of meat coming out. So we're going to take that little piece out. Yep, there we go. So it doesn't pop on us. So if you have a little piece of meat that comes out and it's frying in the oil, make sure you take it out because it'll pop. And then it gets the oil everywhere, and you don't want all that. And then for safety purposes and cleaning purposes, safety and cleaning. So
Very clever.
I seriously love that because you know when you're frying something and the oil is all over the place in your
Yes.
kitchen, guess who has to clean it up? Usually the person who's cooking.
Not only the kitchen, but your face, your hands.
Yes, I've gotten burned so many times.
Me too.
So the point is that it keeps the kitchen clean, so cleanliness, and it keeps you safe. So both. So it's a multi-purpose screen.
I really like that thing. I'm gonna go and invest in one.
She cooks a lot. Like I said, she's a really great cook. She made the salsa, which is delicious, and it's going to go perfect with this. She made a green salsa for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And it was completely different. It was wonderful. But this salsa, that salsa wouldn't go good with this, in my opinion. The salsa that she whipped up, by the way, whipped up. I talked to her and I said, what time are you going to come? She goes, well, what time do you want me? And I go, I thought you were going to come right after church. She's like, okay, I'm on my way. And I said, hey, you think you can make some salsa though? And she was like, oh yeah, I can whip something up. Literally like 15, 20 minutes. It's so delicious. I'm not even playing.
It was easy to make.
How did you make it? Just kind of...
So I put water to boil, and then I put about 4 tomatoes, 4 small tomatoes, not too big, and 4 serranos and 2 jalapenos.
So 4 serrano chilies is what she's talking about. I know a lot of you are like, serranos? What is that? Serrano chilies.
Serrano chilies. They're the smaller version of a jalapeno chili.
Correct.
And
it's hotter, right?
It is a lot hotter.
Yeah.
So, so I went ahead and boiled it up, and then once it was boiled, I put it in the blender with some cilantro, some salt and some garlic. Gotta have garlic. I always put garlic in all my salsas. And then just blend it up, and it came out really, really yummy. And I use, the trick is to use the water that the tomatoes and the chilies were boiled in. And then when I'm boiling all the ingredients, I also add a little bit of salt and a little bit of garlic, just to get all the.
So do you use real garlic when you boil the water, or do you use powder?
No, real garlic.
Okay.
I use real garlic. Yes.
So let's check on these bad boys. These are the first ones that we put in. So I'm gonna see. Se están dorando. They're crisping up.
Yes.
Like, do you see that?
Wow,
How do you say that?
Beautiful. That's a really nice color.
What do you say? How do you?
It's getting crispy.
Yeah, it's getting
Deep
crispy.
fried, yeah.
It's crisping up. I don't think that's the right term, but okay. So they're all. I don't like these turnovers. I like the little Asian ones that I have. Much better. They're much better. But this will do.
They have a nice little color on them.
This one's not ready yet. This one is, I can tell.
Yeah,
So
these are
see?
some of the first ones we put
Once you want to turn them because you do want everything to be browned or crispy. I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm in a weird angle here. There we go.
It's gonna open.
That one's gonna open.
There you go.
Okay, so I also make these with hot dogs. You heard it right. You heard it here first. Hot dogs. Yes, hot dogs. I call them homie hot dogs.
Homie hot dogs? That's the first. I've never heard of
No,
that.
no, mentira. I'm lying. Homie hot dogs are hot dogs that I make with bread, like regular sandwich bread. So when the kids were growing up, they always wanted homie hot dogs because that's how I rolled. And then these ones, I call them Mexican hot dogs. Nobody get offended. I'm just saying because they're taquitos, and Puerto Ricans, we don't make taquitos. We don't even use tortillas. We do now, but that's not indigenous to our culture. So that's why we call them Mexican hot dogs.
Never had them like that.
Just a little history of our home. All right, so we will be right back. I think we'll be back. I think we're going to be back because we don't want to make you sit here and wait while it's crisping up. You're going to see the end result, and you're going to love it. Are they going to love it, Anna?
Oh, they're going to absolutely love it. I know I'm going to love it.
I know I'm going to love it too.
See you in a bit.
In a bit. Okay, mi gente, so this is the last process in making it. We're going to take these out. I'll hold this for you. So I have a plate lined with paper, paper towels. And this is just to absorb the oil. Make sure you tilt it like she's tilting to get all the oil out. You don't want this to be oily. It's great that it's fried, but you don't want it to be oily. And I'm going to turn this stove off.
Ooh.
There we go. I'm going to put it right here.
Oh, that's so nice. Nice and crispy. I want to get your finger.
Yeah. There you go. Here. Two more will fit there. Perfect. And the last one right here. It will fit. Yes! So let me show you. Do you see that?
Beautiful color.
You want to grab this so I can show them? I'm going to give you a quick look. There it is. See that? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And you're going to be able to hear them. Okay, mi gente, we are back. So this is the presentation. We're going to show you how to, Anna's going to show you how to do the presentation. So we have a bed of lettuce, and it's the shredded lettuce that you're going to use later on. So we're going to take 4 of these taquitos and put them on there. Look at how beautiful the color, and they're super crispy. Now these, when you serve them, you want to make sure you serve them right away because you don't want them to be soft. You want the crisp to last.
Yes.
And then we're going to add some guacamole on the side. You can add the guacamole on top, but I suggest that you do it on the side because that's heavy and that really will soak it up. And then we want to add a little bit of over there, the
crema.
The cremita. So this is, look at how liquidy this is. It's not like our typical sour cream. Mexican sour cream is much more watery. And I'm going to use this spoon. The cheese was on it. There we go. So I'm going to use this little guacamole sauce. This little guacamole sauce is so delicious, you guys. Now, you want to use a spoon because you want to make sure that you don't glob it on. That's not the point. You still want it to look beautiful. I mean, if you're going to serve it and you're going to eat it, like, make it look beautiful for you. Okay? And then we're going to get some of this cilantro. Use your hands, mi gente. It's okay. You're only going to use a little bit of cilantro and you're just going to put it on the top. Now this is going to give it a lot of flavor because cilantro is a beautiful, one of my favorite herbs. And then we're going to add some onions, diced onions on top. If you thought we were done, we're not.
We're not. Because
we're going to add the salsa. Now it depends. The salsa you can add if people like the salsa. If they do not like the salsa, don't add it. Okay? So this is one style of doing it. So I like salsa. So I'm going to add a little bit of salsa. And last but not least, some of this.
Requesón.
Requesón, which is Mexican cheese?
Yes, it's fresh cheese. Very soft, easy to
super
grate.
soft.
Yes, and it's so amazing with taquitos.
All right, so can we take a look at that? Ay, mi gente, my mouth is watering. I'm just saying, I know you want some.
I know, I want some.
Another way that you can do it is you can add the lettuce, put the lettuce on the top, and then add everything else. That's a good way of doing it too. At that point, you can add the guacamole because the guacamole can sustain, the lettuce can sustain the guacamole. So anyway, Anna, I want to thank you so much, comadre, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Doing this, and you're a champ, man. She was so nervous, but she went through it. She's a total natural. So anyway, thanks so much, everybody. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. And don't forget, you don't ever have to eat alone. You can always have breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or a recipe with your girl. Until next time, bye.
Bye. Wait, what's that? Powder, please. She's not even paying attention.
This is the Mika takeover. The Anna takeover. All right, so what's your name?
Hello, everybody. My name's Anna.
First down.
All of a sudden she got all formal and serious. No, do the shy thing that you did before, remember?
I'm shy.
That's your mama.
Oh, Mika, I don't want to be on video. I don't know if I should do this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Emmy, you don't know. You just don't know. I was born to be a star.
That's right.
Even if it's just cutting cilantro.
That's right. Hola mi gente, welcome to my channel Mika Creates. I'm Mika. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Today we have
leftovers
for you.